My name is David Akindolire. I am a lawyer called to the Nigerian bar. I work at Olanu Ajayi LP. I finished from the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University.
My name is Akunna Okechukwu, amongst a whole lot of other things. I'm a legal practitioner. I own an entertainment law firm called AOP Legal, and I'm so excited to be here doing this today.
My name is Destiny Ogedegbe. I'm a corporate lawyer and I work with the law firm of Banwa Nikodalo here in Lagos.
My name is Titi Layogiwa and I'm a lawyer in the energy and oil and gas sector.
My name is Emmanuel Ido. I am an associate at the law firm of Olajide Oyewole LLP. I work particularly in the intellectual property and technology and employment and global mobility practice. The short of it is that I'm a tech lawyer.
I don't think there's anything I would have done significantly different. I'm proud of the choices I made, and in the coming seconds I'll explain some things that you should try to do. The first one is intern. I interned, and like I've explained to a number of people in articles as well as in person, internships give you insight, foresight even, into how the industry works, how the workplace works, and those things that should be important to you as a young person, the skills you should acquire, the habits you should develop. They open up your mind. So I interned at Olanu Ajayi LP for a short time, and then I was at PwC Nigeria for about 8 or 9 months. Terrific experience both. Second thing is acquire or develop a skill. So what I did was improve tremendously on my writing. And I'd always been a writer of some sort, but I took on a mandatory schedule of publishing articles on LinkedIn, on Medium as well. And within my internship, I took up a number of writing tasks, and I think my writing improved significantly. The third thing is gain visibility. So I wanted to be more visible. I mean, it's a competitive industry, especially for young lawyers. And so I made a number of posts on LinkedIn, I attended a number of events, I took on a number of tasks up and down the place so that people know me and so that it will not be difficult to get a job. And finally, which is also important, towards the end of my internship, I took I took a break and I went home to rest for about a month before law school, because you want to resume law school energized and refreshed. So that's the end of my video. I wish you all the luck in the world. Well done.
Now remember, this is my opinion. I'm not imposing it on anyone. I'm just here to share with you what I would have done. Now I'd like to call that year the decision-making year, or my year of soul searching. This means that year I would have used to decide what exactly I want to do after I'm being called to the Nigerian bar. Now this is because a lot of us, after being called to bar, we are not exactly sure what we want to do. Most importantly, what area of law we want to specialize in. That's why some people hop from job to job, because they realize, oh, I don't want litigation, oh, I don't want corporate, or I want to work in a company. So if I had that 1 year, I would use it to decide what exactly I would like to do. Now that's one part. On the other hand, what if I don't want to do anything law inclined? Now this is one area that people don't like to talk about, but it's fact. Some people after law school decide that they want to be TV hosts, they want to be red carpet hosts, they want to do anything or something that might not be law inclined. So that 1 year I would use to understand what exactly I want to do. If I want to do law in its exact form, I might decide to take up internships, work with big law firms, make my CV fat and juicy. But if I want to do something aside that, I might decide, oh, do some radio internships as well, try TV hosting, just make use of the 1 year, use it to scout and be sure what exactly I'd like to do. I hope this was helpful. Good luck.
And I think it's a very interesting question because we have two perspectives here. What would I have done personally, and what do I think a reasonable person should have done in the circumstance, or should do in the circumstance? For me, I think it depends on what you really want to do after your law school. And I know it's not a question that you can have all the clarity in the world about, but it's helpful to at least get a sense of what you really want to do. So for instance, if you're not big on practicing law, there are several skills you could learn that could probably be more exciting and even more rewarding, or fulfilling in the long run. For instance, considering the fact that wealth has become easier, a bit more democratized, you could learn such skills such as digital marketing, affiliate marketing, or even the buying and selling of cryptocurrencies, for instance. That could be helpful. That could even be more rewarding compared to maybe learning certain legal skills in law offices in forms of internships and whatnot. But if you are very big on practicing law, which I would advise, of course, I think it's good to try participating in internships and getting connections with lawyers that are already in practice. But then again, I think the more astute way to think about it would be, what's the most that I can gain within the shortest possible time? If you think about it that way, then it means you can at least carve out a considerable amount of months for internships, and also use a considerable amount of months as well to gain other skills that would not only help with your legal practice, but make you a bit more suited to making money once you start practice, and maybe getting even more connected with persons that can help you make a lot more money. So very shortly, I think that's the perspective I would like to look at it from. Thank you.
Firstly, you could take up a law-related course and be proficient in some skill that will be useful to you in future. Secondly, now this is my favorite, would be to get some practical experience. Approach a law firm or chambers close to you and offer your services for free. You get to get first-hand information and experience on forms and precedents. The law firm will engage you in research, drafting, and you get to go to court proceedings if it's a litigation firm. This will help you in two ways. It will help you in law school, and it will help you after law school. During your law school program, because you already have some sort of experience, whatever topics you're going to be learning there will not be strange to you. This automatically gives you an advantage in your learning experience. After law school, law firms would employ law graduates fresh out of law school. However, remember that every year, over 2,000 lawyers are called to the Nigerian bar. At least 1,999 people as your competition. What will set you apart? What gives you that edge? Experience. By that time, you would have increased your employability and you would have an edge over your peers who do not have that experience that you've garnered this 1 year you were waiting. I hope I've made some sense to you, and honestly, I wish you well, and I cannot wait to welcome you to the bar. Good luck.
My primary thing that I would have done would be to go for more internships. Internships are good in terms of exposure. Internships help you in terms of looking for a job, in terms of knowing what it looks like to work in a law firm. So I definitely advise going on internships within this period. But also another key thing that I may be conflicted on is resting. I think for like maybe 2, 3 to 6 months, I would just rest, I would sleep, and within this period I would do everything else other than law. Because once you go into law school and then you come out for NYSC and you're working and everything in between, you won't have as much time for other things as you'd like. So I'll definitely advise that, okay, for like 6 months, just rest, just do everything other than law. Use the opportunity to express yourself, to do other things that you think you might be passionate, because trust me, once you start that slope, you just keep. Those are the two things you need to do. Both of them will prepare you significantly for the life ahead. Thank you very much.